स्मृतिर्दैवात् कर्म जन्म शतोद्भवम् स्मृति स्मरन् दीर्घ अनुच्छ्वासं शर्म किं नाम विन्दते अकल्पः चेष्टा चेष्टायां शकुन्तम् इव पञ्जरे तत्र लब्धस्मृतिर्दैवात् कर्म जन्म शतोद्भवम् स्मरन् दीर्घ अमनुच्छ्वासं किं शर्म किं नाम विन्दते. The synonyms: akalpah, unable, swaanga, his limbs, cheshtayam, to move, shakuntah, a bird, iva, like, panjare, in a cage, tatra, there, labdha smriti, having gained his memory, daivat, by fortune, karma, activities, janma shata udbhavam, occurring during the last 100 births, smaran, remembering, dirgham, for a long time, anuchhavsam, sighing, sharma, peace of mind, kim, what, nam, then, vindate, can he achieve. So, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. The child thus remains just like a bird in a cage, without freedom of movement. At that time, if the child is fortunate, he can remember all the troubles of his past 100 births, and he grieves rashly. What is the possibility of peace of mind in that condition? Purport: After birth, the child may forget about the difficulties of his past lives. But when we are grown up, we can at least understand the grievous tortures undergone at birth and death by reading the authorized scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. If we do not believe in the scriptures, that is a different question. But if we have faith in the authority of such descriptions, then we must prepare for our freedom in the next life. That is possible in this human form of life only. One who does not take heed of these indications of suffering in human existence is said to be undoubtedly committing suicide. It is said that this human form of life is the only means for crossing over the nations of Maya or material existence. We have very efficient boat in this human form of body, and there is a very expert captain, the spiritual master. The scriptural injunctions are like a favorable wind. If we do not cross over the ocean of nations of material existence, in spite of all these facilities, then certainly we are all intentionally committing suicide. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayati Girim Yatkrpatam Ham Bande Shri Guru Deenataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. So I will try to speak about from the teachings based on the Srila Prabhupada. I beg or ask the mercy of all assembled Vaishnavas to bless me so I can try to speak about this subject matter and I will learn from this. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Madhupati Prabhu, for giving me this opportunity. So we can see that there are problems in this world because Krishna explained this in Bhagavad Gita that this material world is a place of misery. That is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So the place of misery. Dukh means misery and the alay means place. Like we have Granthalaya, Vidyalaya, and so these places are like Granthalaya is a place uh, for granthas or books, and the Vidyalaya is the place of getting the knowledge. That's the Vidyalaya. So Krishna says this is a place of miseries, Dukkhalaya, and also it is a temporary, Ashashvatam. But what is the real problem of this world? That is the three things is categorized that three things is common for all those miseries. So that is common to all. So whatever problem we have in this life is the common to all, and no one wants it. And third is everyone gets it. No one can ignore it. So what are those problems? So birth, death, old age, and disease. So these are the real problem of this dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So because birth is common to all, everyone has to take a birth and everyone has to die. Similarly, everyone wants to get the old age and disease. It's common for all, and no one wants it. And no one wants to suffer with these problems. But everyone will get these problems. No one can hide this. Apart from these three, miseries are there, the Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmik. But when we speak about the birth, so everyone can see that the death, old age, and disease is visible, but birth's problem nobody can share, or nobody can share that how I get tortured when I get born. Nobody can know that. But for the death, old age, and disease, everyone can see it, not from our own experiences, but from the others' experience also. When we see that in our parents they are old and our grandparents are old, how they are suffering with the diseases and then taking the death, going to the death. So we can see all these three problems in real world, that they are tortured and they get a lot of suffering because of this problem. But in when it comes to the birth, nobody knows that how much torture we are getting in the mother's womb. So that's why here we have to see that we have to, Prabhupada is writing here, okay, that we have to understand this all by our scriptures. So birth is not the smooth like we think that, but nobody can know that. So we can see that the transmigration of the soul from one body to another body is painful. So once person die, we saw in the last chapter how the person is dying in the material world and going into the various tortures. So it depends on this on his karmas. So unfortunately, we forget this experience and do not take the miseries of birth very seriously. The child does not have developed consciousness, so he can tolerate, otherwise he would die. That is the benediction of Maya. That Prabhupada says in the purports. So we have the experiences about the real life, but not the birth, because Krishna or the Maya is so merciful that he doesn't give us that consciousness to remember all those torture or miseries. Otherwise, the child can die in the womb only. So similar one example is that if person or if every living entity can remember their past lives, it is very difficult to live with those memories, because those past lives memories, he will remember mostly the happiness and the distresses. So he will more remember the distress than the uh, happiness happy situations. So in that case, that is the some incarnations in reincarnations cases are there, where a lot of people shared that they got bad dreams. So one of the example I got recently, that when I was doing the journey of self discovery course, that James, person name is James from America. He died during the World War II. Uh, he was one of the pilot in the Air Force, and he died during the World War II. And when he got the same pilot get reborn as a child, he is getting the dream about the his past life, that his plane is getting hit by some rocket or some bomb, and his plane get destroyed and he died. So he keep getting that dreams when he was 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. So their parents are, and he's trying to draw all those incidences. So he showed his parent that I'm getting this dream, and uh, my plane is got hit. uh, then his parent asked, who hit your parent, the plane. He said the Japanese hit that, and uh, we got heard that, and our lot of people died. So they get some curious that what happened to these people. So he just his parents searched that about all those incidences, and they tried to find out, is it is this boy telling the truth or not. So they found out the same name James, his boys another after the taking the new birth also named the James, but the previous name also was James. So they find out there is a three plane that get hit in the same location what the boys telling them. And they find out that the name of that James, he the boy told him, their parents, that my previous name is this James. They got it in their Air Force list that uh, the name of one of the pilot name is James, and he died during the World War II in the plane crash, by hit by Japanese plane. Then they find out with their sister. One of the sister was there who was in 90s. They says yes, and this boy get at least 26 or 27 year to get out from these miseries. He get the continuously all those memories of the war, and getting died. So dying is also not that much easy. So we can see, but here people are dying and getting so much pain. But for the birth, we don't get that much remembrance. After the birth, child may forget about the difficulties of past lives, but when we are grown up, we can at least understand the grievous tortures undergone at birth and death by reading the authorized scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada is saying that we may forget that our all difficulties in our past lives, and we are grown up. We can at least understand this by the authorized scriptures. We can read these authorized scriptures and understand that We gone through so many times with those miseries, and again we are going to in the future lives. So how to get out from this? So we have to trust on the our scriptures, and because scriptures are presenting here, like here explaining all the development from conception to the getting the born by the child. So these are the scientific, all our recent scientific explanation about the sonography or uh, whatever we have instrument that present us. And now it's the nowadays today is the app who are telling the expecting mother that what is happening inside the womb about the child. So same thing is explaining by Srimad Bhagavatam here. If we do not believe in the scriptures, that is the different question. The Prabhupada is saying that if we do not believe in the scriptures, that is a different question. But if we have faith in the authority of such a descriptions, if we do not have even the faith, but we have uh, faith in the these descriptions, because it's related to our day, routine life, that we can see other living entity, and we can ask the doctors also that are these are correct, so we can have that experiences. Then we must prepare for our freedom in the next life. That is the possible in this human form of life, because only human form of life only we can go for the self realization, why I am suffering here, athato brahma jigyasa. Because we are getting old, we are getting the miseries of the body, we are going to die here. So one does not, or one who does not take heed of this indication of suffering in human form of life is said to be undoubtedly committing the suicide. So it's Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj give the example that if someone getting the Ferrari, buy the Ferrari and goes to the farm, and he wants to do the farming with the that Ferrari, it is not possible. So he can do that, but it doesn't mean it doesn't made for the going for farming. It's there is a separate instrument is there. So human form is life is like the Ferrari. We get the best in class body to develop the taste for devotional service, and we can inquire for the higher truth, or we can search the truth. So that's the importance of human form of life, that we can do this in athato brahma jigyasa in human form of life, not in the animal life. So the other things are made for the enjoyment, like animal body or other type of body for the enjoyment, but human form of life is especially for the athato brahma jigyasa. And that Prabhupada is saying that if we are not utilizing this in the self realization, then we are committing the suicide. And then Prabhupada is explaining again that it is said that human form of life is only means for crossing over the nascence of Maya or material existence. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Devi hi esha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mamevaya prapadyante maya meta tarantite. So one whoever can surrender to the Lord, only those can come cross over to the nascence of Maya. Otherwise, the Maya is so dangerous and so Duratya, Krishna is saying Duratya is very difficult to cross over from this Maya, and everyone is entangled into the again those life, eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. That's four things. And working to maintain the family. We don't have any time for asking why I am doing all these things. I have the big home, I have a big car, I have a very good family, and I'm just wasting my time in the maintaining the family. But we don't feel that I'm wasting the time. I'm happy. I'm thinking that I'm very happy that my family is with me. I have the very good home. I have very good car. I have very good food to eat, and I can enjoy here. But this is the Maya. Then Prabhupada is explaining that we have very efficient boat in this human form of body. So we got the opportunity that we are in the ocean with this body as a boat, and there is a very expert captain as a spiritual master. The scripture injunction are like a favorable winds. So this we got this body, human form of body, where we can inquire about the highest truth. So we should go to the our one of the bona fide spiritual master. That's Prabhupada is saying that he is an expert captain. He will take us to the right direction, and the scriptural injunction will give us the favorable wind towards the crossing this nascence of Maya. So going to the spiritual master, we have to ask the first we have to desire that I want to go out of from this material world, and then goes to the search for the spiritual master and go and surrender to him, and he will give the guidance. And with the scriptural injunctions, we'll get the more favorable wind towards the crossing over the material oceans. We do not cross over the ocean essence of material existence in spite of all this facility, then certainly we are intentionally committing suicide. Even if we are getting the all these are facilities, we got the spiritual master, we are reading the Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Even if we are cannot able to do that, then we are again doing the committing the suicide. So if we goes to the normal people that just chant Hare Krishna, they says I don't have any time. Read Bhagavad Gita, they says I don't have any time because I'm busy. I have to go for the job, I have to prepare the food, I have to then come back and then come go to the for my children's education, and I have to enjoy also for sometimes. I want to give the time to my children and taking to them to the park, and we want to watch the movies, but we I don't have any single moment for the for any of the this these things. I know that this is I know this is the important things, and this should be done, but unfortunately we do not have time. So I saw that some people goes from here to India, go to Delhi to they goes to the Agra, but they don't have the time to go to the Vrindavan. They says it's too much heat there. They can go to the Agra and go to the Taj Mahal, but they don't have the time for going to the Vrindavan because they says that we want to go there, but it's too much heat there, and there is no place to reside there, or don't have much good hotels to stay there. But they goes to the Vrindavan, they do goes to the Agra, and they go into the Taj Mahal in the scorching heat. Doesn't have any problem, but they could not go to the holy dham of Vrindavan. So that is the unfortunate event for them, that they are committing suicide intentionally, and they could not come to the holy dham and take the association of the saintly people, so they can get the more realization about the how to go out of this material world. So there is a one story in the Panchatattva. Some birds, so some group of birds, they are flying together, and they saw one sage is there, and they want to take some guidance from the sage. They went to the sage and they asked, Sage, could you just share some mantra so we can get protected from the other external dangers? So sage says, okay, I will give you mantra, but you just sit down and I will give you the mantra and keep chanting that. So sage give the mantra that it is in Hindi. The hunter will come. The, the mantra is that the शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में उसमें जाल में फंसना नहीं. So it is said that hunter will come, give us the seed or give us the food and spread the net, but don't trap into the net. So they keep chanting that mantra, शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसना नहीं. So again they keep chanting that this mantra, and they fly, and they fly, and they keep chanting that, even though they keep chanting that शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसना नहीं. And when they are flying, they saw very good grains are there on the ground. All they goes and they says, oh, we are hungry, let's go and eat something, and we will flew then. They didn't consider that there is a net or trap is there from the hunter. So they went into the ground and they trying to eating the grains. And as soon as they is trying to eat the grains, they got stuck into the net. And they keep chanting that shikari aayega, dana dalega, jal bichayega, and jal mein fasna nahi. So they are keep chanting that hunter will come, give the grains, spread the nets, and don't trap into that. So, but they got all, and then hunter will come. Hunter comes and he pull the net and catch all the birds. And they keep chanting that the same thing what sage told them. So that's the condition of our living entity, that we know that Maya is capturing us, trapping us, and again we are saying don't don't trap into the Maya and just keep chanting. But we are our tendency to keep going into the Maya again and again. So that's the human nature, that even though we are getting the instruction, we keep going into that directions. So that's why it's gradual process that we have to be in the association of the spiritual master and taking the his instruction very seriously, so we can come out of from this essence of Maya easily. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Any?
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. We like we like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. And we like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Nrsingo, Jai Nrsingo, Jai Jai Nrsingo, Praladesha, Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam, Ugra Veeram Maham,
Ugraveram,
Jwalantam
Vishwantam,
Sarvatomukam,
Sarvamukam,
Nrsiнгam
Darshanam,
Bhishmanam Rudram Nityam Nityam Namamyam.
Mami.
Nrsinga Bhagwan ki Jai, Prahlad
Jai,
ki Jai.
Jai.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha Kalpataru, Kripa
Vanchakalpatarubhasya
Sindhu Bhaya
Nam Pavan.
Patitanam
Patitanam Pavanebhayo
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namaha.
Namo Namah.
Vaishnavinda ki jai.
Jai,
Lord Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai,
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
So last few days before the mega event, the biggest event of our Yatra Janmashtami, Shri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai.
Jai.
And followed by Prabhupada Appearance Day back to back. So sure, there are lots of services in whatever way you like to engage, please engage. Kalash Abhishek, there are different sponsorship levels also. Whatever sponsorship level you want to sponsor, also do that. As Grihastas, no, it's necessary that somehow they use their income in furthering Krishna consciousness in some way or the other. Yeah. In that way, their earnings or their family's earnings get spiritualized to some extent. Yeah. Haribol, Hare Krishna. Any other questions anybody has? Logistics wise?
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandavata, all Krishna Shila Prabhupada. Prabhu, Sameshwar Prabhu had posted about the diorama. So,
Yes.
what we just have to do the explanation of the diorama, the pastime to the
No.
visitors who come.
You have to put it together.
I see.
The Bhakti Viksha, that Bhakti Viksha, the diorama cutouts are there, then you put it together with nice beautification. So that's what each every Bhakti Viksha has been doing for last few years. And they compete among themselves to use the creative juices from their Bhakti Viksha to make it more and more beautiful and appealing, so that when Monday we have thousands of devotees come there, they see this diorama. It's an expression of love from that Bhakti Viksha for the glorification of the Supreme Lord.
And this is done on Saturday, Prabhu?
You can
Sunday,
do it anytime.
When will it be put up, the diorama?
You have to put it up. You
No,
have
but
to.
when? Can we do it on a Saturday or a Sunday?
Oh yeah. You can put it up on after the Saturday Govindas. We can put it up, or even we can make that space available. One section, because it's not going to be the entire hall of community hall. It's going to be only the right section of community hall. Even if some Bhakti Bishop wants to come early, we'll, with a divider, have a section. But
Okay, and will it be in the sequence, Prabhu, of the pastime, or it could be anywhere?
no, it will be in sequence.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Amitabh Prabhu. And now, if say suppose your Bhakti Bhiksha is backlogged, you don't have enough volunteers, also let us know.
Yeah, I just I saw this morning the post Prabhu had put. I'll try and get the volunteers, Prabhu. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll see if I can come and maybe one or two other people.
Okay.
Okay, Prabhu. Thanks.
And take help from Prana Krishna Prabhu, because Prana Krishna Prabhu is very creative. He can assist. So Prana Krishna Prabhu will be assisting all Bhakti Vikshas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good.
Hari Bol.
Haribol. Thank you.
Monday cooking will start at 11 o'clock, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Jai Prakash Prabhuji, when is there any vegetable cutting before that? Like on
On a
Sunday
Monday.
evening? It's on Monday. It's on Monday mornings, the vegetable cutting?
Monday morning from 11 o'clock on, yes.
Oh, even the vegetable cutting, it's not a day before.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Hare
What vegetables you have to cut, Jayaprakash Prabhu?
Potatoes.
The potatoes,
That's
peeling
it.
and cutting.
Nothing. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can we cut after Mangal Aarti? Maybe after Prabhupada?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. So we have the 2-day event, Sunday and Monday. So Janmashtami celebration will be on Sunday and Monday. Sunday also, most of the cultural part of it, of Janmashtami, will be on Sunday, like the Krishna dress competition, drama, everything is happening on Sunday. Because when we have thousands of devotees come, it's virtually impossible to have a proper cultural program on Monday. So there'll be a lot of kirtan on Monday, a lot of activities, a lot of like diorama and everything will be on Monday. Okay. Abhishek will be on Monday, not on Sunday, but Sunday will be Krishna dress competition. Sunday will be drama. Okay.
Everybody will get to do Abhishek.
Mataji, what?
Everybody will get to do Abhishek.
Abhishek will be, well, there are different stations of Abhishek. The color sponsor Abhishek will be at a particular the station inside the hall. The general Abhishek this time is not going to be inside the hall, prayer hall.
Okay.
It will be in the community hall. And that will be at a specific time, only from 8 to 9 or something like that. It's not going to be all throughout. And then there'll be the main altar Abhishek, right? Update is at main altar, which is Brahmanas inside the altar. Does that answer, Mataji?
Prabhuji, thank you.
But we'll send out an announcement tomorrow also that what time. I believe we are going to do it from 8 to 9. Even the Kalash Abhishek and the General Abhishek. The Kalash Abhishek will, and this time we are not doing Julan on Janmashtami. There won't be any Julan on Janmashtami. Yeah. Somebody's asking this question. Okay. No, somebody else.
Yeah, somebody.
Okay.
Thank you, Akintan.
Thank you very much.